Now here, you need to solve the equation. When you need to solve the equation, like 3 over 5 plus 1 over x equals 2 over 3, you have to write the three denominators here, 5x and 3, and then find the least common denominator. If you have common, take one of them, and then uncommon, bring them. So here don't have any common, so we take the common, the non-common numbers as 15x. Then I will multiply this 15x by each case. So now let's come and take this 15x and multiply it here. So we have it like so. Now let's multiply 15x by each case. You multiply it now. What did you get? You have 3 over 5 times 15x. So plus 15x times 1 over x equals 15x times 2 over 3. Then now let's simplify it. So 9x plus 15 equals 5x times 2, which is 10x. Then reorder it now. So x will be 15. So the meaning of the definition of solve any equation, solve, that's mean you to find x. When you find x now, you can solve the equation. Now, let's talk about how to divide. Now, in order, what's the meaning of dividing a rational number by an term, by other term? When sometimes we talk about how to divide rational by rational or polynomial by polynomial. But sometimes you can simplify them and get the answer. But sometimes you cannot simplify them. Let's see now here, this video, how can we simplify or how can we divide x squared minus 3x minus 10 over x plus 2. So here, first, we have to write the numerator as a divisor, and x plus 2 as a divider. Then divide x squared over x, you get x, then multiply x by x plus 2. So you get an x squared plus 2x. Then subtract in order to cancel. Remember that when you subtract, you have to change the sign of the 2x. So now you have negative 5x minus 10. What do you need now to divide negative 5x over x? Divide this by this. What do you get? You get negative 5. When you multiply negative 5, multiply it by x plus 2. You will get negative x minus 10. Subtract. When you subtract, you have to change the sign of each term. So this is here. The answer will be x minus 5. In this case here now, you can solve it by without dividing, just to say, miss, this is an x minus 5 times x plus 2 over x plus 2. By simplifying them, you will get the answer as x minus 5. So some cases, if you have a polynomial over monomial, you can simplify them and get the answer, or you can divide them by a long division. But some cases, like this example here, if you try to simplify them, you will see that you cannot. So you have to use, or you must use, the long division. Let's see. Here we have an 2x squared minus 5x minus 1 over x minus 3. If you try to simplify them, you will say that you cannot. So you must need to use the long division. So 2x squared over x, you get 2x squared, 2x, then you multiply 2x by x minus 3. Then as you see here, you have it as 0 plus 2. Now here, this 2 is the remainder. So the answer will be, remember that when you write the answer, you have to write the product time plus the remainder over the divisor, or the quotient. I'm so sorry. The quotient plus the remainder over the divisor. Where's the remainder here? It is 2. Where's the divisor? It's x minus 3. And where's the quotient? It's 2x plus 1. Here you write the answer. So if I'm asking, or if I ask you, what is the quotient? You tell me it's 2x plus 1. What is the remainder? You tell me it's 2. Now, let's have this example here. X squared minus 2x minus 7 over x minus 2. In this case here, let's try to solve it by simplifying, which is the simple method. Here, you cannot say, or you cannot simplify x squared plus 2x minus 7. So in this case, it's sometimes better to use the long division as a way to divide the rational numbers. What you have to do, let's repeat here, x squared plus 2x minus 7 over x minus 2. This is the first case. Then the second step now. Divide x squared into x. So you will get x. Then multiply x by the whole divisor. So I will get x squared minus 2x. Then subtract. When you subtract, you have to change the sign of each term. So you have 4x minus 7. Then divide 4x only by x, which is 4. Then multiply 4 by x minus 2. So which have 4x minus 8. Then subtract. When you subtract, you have to change the sign of each term. So the remainder is 1. So when you write the answer, remember that if you need to write the answer, you have to write it like quotient plus remainder over divisor. The quotient here is x plus 4 plus 1 over x minus 2. This will be now the answer here. Now, don't forget, I will remember you that when you do in the long division, if you have 17 over 4, now this 4 we call the quotient. We call it the quotient. This here we call it the divisor. This here we call it the dividend. Dividend, yes. And this one here we call it the remainder. Okay. Now, suppose y varies inversely with x, and y is 9, x is 3. What is the constant of the variation? Or what is the constant of variation? K. Now, if we have here varies inversely, that's mean I'm talking about inverse variation. For the inverse variation, remember that the equation is y equals k over x. Why we call it inverse? To remember it, if I increase x, y will be decreased. That's why we call it inverse variation. So now here we have y. What is the value of y? It's 9. K is unknown. And x is 3. So k will be 27. This is 27. So if I'm asking you what is k, you will tell me it's 27. If I'm asking you, what is the equation, you have to tell me y equal 27 over x. This will be the equation of the inverse variation. That's it. Thank you so much.